Rob, many congratulations. Perfect weekend for you here at Madison Square Garden. Just sum up the emotions right now for us.
That's just amazing, you know. It's nice to win one around the family and the management, the sponsors. You know, they all come out and support, and you know, to sort of give something back. That's very special to me. You know, they've all been on my side, and they always tell me that I'm better than what I am. So it's nice. It's nice to sort of get a win and give that back.
It's your fourth World Series title. Is this the most special one?
I would believe so. You know, back to back was special to me last year. You know, going in there and sort of going back to back to say that you're the best player for 2 weeks in the world is special on its own. But for me being here and I love this place and the people, I would say it rates more special, but performance, I doubt if it'll beat the 8 games on the trot, you know. But it's not too bad, is it?
It's all right.
Not for an average boy.
You were chasing Gezi the whole time in that final. He just couldn't shake you off. Is that a testament to your mentality that you never know when you're beaten?
Yeah, I never did. You know, I think the semi-final against Luke, I've gone 11-12. The leg before I'm sitting on 50 for a 10. You know, I have to admit I run out a little bit towards the end, and thank God that it sort of helped me to get over the line. But you know, sometimes you look the other week, and when I won the final the other week in the Baltic Sea, I played great. A 9 went in, and then all of a sudden I thought I was special. And then tonight, sometimes you just find a way to win, and I think they're just as good as when you're playing your best, you know. So you've got to embrace it, you've got to enjoy it. I don't know how many wins I'm going to get in me from now on, you know. I'm getting old now. I'm only 33, but yeah, keep enjoying.
This iconic venue was a sellout here for the darts, and they were cheering you on. How much did you gain from them behind you?
I had a massive following out there, and without them, I don't believe I win the game, to be honest. If you probably leave Gezi alone, he probably wins, you know. So, look, it spins on roundabouts. Sometimes you get it, sometimes you don't. And don't get me wrong, Gezi's probably my best mate on tour, you know. I love him to bits. And look, if you're winning it doesn't matter. I'm sure he's had a lot more money off me in the past.
Rob, many congratulations.
Thank you.
Rob, I just wanted to tell you, you know, you came through MVG, then you came through Luke Humphreys. It seemed like that matchup with Luke, you have a good camaraderie there, and to get one over on him.
Boy.
Yeah.
He really is. He's, do you know, I'm going to put it out there, he's probably the nicest world champion I've ever met. Really would say that. I've had a long relationship with Luke, and I've got a lot of time for him. And I think he's one of the most specialist players I've ever seen. When he's in full flow, he's brilliant. Not only #1 world champion, but he deserves that, because he is that good. And I'm still striding to try and get that #1, you know. All right, maybe world champion at the time. But yeah, I'm still striding, I'm still chasing him, and I'll carry on, you know. I feel rejuvenated with the game, I feel fresh. But without the Luke Humphreys and maybe now the Luke Littlers, you know, they really do. They put it on the map. Fair play to them.
You said out there on the stage, did you feel better than ever? Is that just confidence-wise, health-wise? What's
I've been trying to lose a few pounds. I would, do you know, back in England, we say stones, don't we? But if I took my shoe off, I'd take a stone out of that, you know. So, no, just really enjoy it. But, no, I've been trying to lose a bit of weight. I have to admit, I come here, I've ate what I wanted, I've enjoyed myself, and so you should. So, yeah, back home tomorrow. Back on the diet, I suppose.
You know, unfortunately, the World Series, you know, doesn't go towards your rankings for the year, but you're not too far off the top 5 and entering that point again. Trying to get back, of course, into that top 3 range. What would that mean to you to crawl into there, more tours and more tournaments?
I think, well, I suppose if I was going to sort of look at it at the minute, I think my ranking's all right. You know, I've not got a hell of a lot to defend this year. It's probably going to be all right. But if I could be better than ever, then look, one thing what I really wanted was be #1, you know. And when I won the Worlds, Michael van Gerwen, he was just second to none. I really got to say, the best player I've ever played. But yeah, he took that privilege. You know, whoever wins the Worlds now seems to be #1. But yeah, it wasn't the case at the time. So yeah, he was unforgettable. He was brilliant, you know. So for me, performance and other stuff, just keep winning as much as I can and keep moving forward.
One last question for me. You kind of mentioned that the group here has an understanding that the more media, the more work you can do, the more money you're going to make in the back end. The sport's on the rise. Where could we see darts in the future?
I've been in this game for, wow, what's it now, Dave? 7 years, isn't it?
8 years.
8 years now. I missed a year. That one was rubbish, you know. Best year of my life.
2016 on the challenge tour.
Yeah. But 8 years I spent in this game, and I could remember in 2017 I had to qualify on the floor, go and play Euro Tours, for instance. And used to rock up on a Friday and used to think, oh, it's a little bit quiet for me, you know, because you get used to the noise, you do, with the crazy fans and all the banter, and it's amazing. Without it, I couldn't play the game. And used to rock up and you get like 80, 100, and then all of a sudden it's 200, 300, 500, 1,000. You know, this game in 8 years, as long as it's gone, it never surprises me, because it's just got bigger and bigger and bigger since I've been here, you know, and that's testament to the PDC and the innovation, what they give to the game, and they're always thinking how to make it bigger. Where's it stop? It's limitless. It really is. It changed my life. I'll be forever grateful, no matter what happens from today. But at the same time, I think it's limitless. You know, these guys behind it keep driving the bus or whatever. It's just going to keep going, and the interest in it, I've never seen it so big, really.
Well, congrats. Good luck the rest of the year.
Thank you.
Congrats, Rob. So excited
Hi,
to
how
be
you
here.
doing?
I know. Nice to see you.
Where's
again.
my water gone? No, I'm only joking.
You talked about, Madison Square Garden and hoping to get to this moment. Now you are, and this is such an iconic place, and there have
It's
been
amazing.
so many champions here, and now you get to say you're one of them. How does that feel?
I probably can't put it in for words, really, you know, just all the modern greats, all the greats, what have ever walked into here. And I said when we done the meet and greet a couple of days ago, you know, it's to walk in this place, and I can remember my first time last year walking in here, and you sort of reminisce, or you look at the greats what have been in here. I have to admit, you've got to pinch yourself on your own, you know, to win that now. Yeah, hopefully it'll sink in for a couple of days, you know. But I think it's fantastic. I think the crowd's been amazing, record crowds, and look, that's just where darts is at the minute. And I think it's in everyone's game too.
And, speaking of that crowd, can you talk about, because you play in so many venues, you talk about all of the crowds, how's North America doing? What's your take on how our fans are coming along in the game?
Oh, it's buzzing. I think the players are going to come on too, and it's just buzzing out there. It's just, do you know, like I said, without them fans tonight, I wouldn't have lifted that. So, and I really do mean that. You know, they won me that tonight. I would have been in a different postcode without them, you know. So, yeah, a lot to them, but at the same time, I think that it's going to keep growing. I think you've got great players out there, or out here, and if it carries on, then look, who's to know? We might play on the first night and you might lose 3 or 4, you know. But that's where it's got to be. The sort of Stowe I get on very well with. I have a great relationship. My first time, I met him last year at the Grand Slam. Alex, he's a good boy, he's a good player, and all very good. And I think the potential is look, it's all about the growth. I think the more tournaments, the more competitive is, and sort of coming in for the future, you know, and that's what it needs to be, and that's why we're here. So, thank you, well, really, to everyone this week.
Well, I know you said you didn't want to get too sentimental, but I think it's important for fans to know that there's a lot of support behind you, and what does it mean to you? Your wife gives up a lot. You're traveling a lot. You've got this support system. Can you share a little bit about what it's like for them to see you win tonight?
For them, yeah, it's probably nerve-wracking, and the missus will have no nails left now, that'll be guaranteed. But, do you know, I have to admit, everyone gives so much, and I get 110% every week, every sort of moment. I appreciate that so much too. But at the same time, you know, to win and give back. It makes it all worth it. That's what it's all about, you know. I'll get back, and I doubt if I FaceTime my kids, it's probably about 4 o'clock now at home and that. Something like that.
10 to 5.
My eldest wouldn't let me down. And if he did, he's sacked. But no, just to give back and just make it all worth it. And you know, it's nice to have her with me. It's only really sort of three or four times a year. She only comes to the good places where she can go shopping, spend a lot of money, and yeah, and enjoy herself. And that's what life's all about. You know, we try and give the best. I think as a player, look, this game for me is not going to be for me forever. I'm going to wake up one day, maybe I can't do it anymore, but these memories will last with me for forever, and hopefully it lasts for them. So it's great.
Well, best of luck with what's ahead, and we hope to see you back here in New York next year.
Thank you so much.
Rod, you said you've been enjoying yourself and eating what you want over here.
100%.
What was
100%. Bobby's just had chips. We ain't going on any other stuff though, because that's just greedy, you know.
I was just going to say, what's kind of been the diet of champions, you know, now that you enjoying yourself here?
I don't know. I've been doing a lot of chicken and rice at home and other stuff, and trying to just slow down with treating myself nicely. Like I said earlier, I went to the gym once. I made 10 minutes, broke my toe, so that's off the radar at the minute. You know, the gym ain't made for me. But no, just being sensible, really. Just cutting stuff down. Since I've been out here, I have to admit, I shouldn't say this out loud, but I've been a bit of a pig, you know. I wanted to enjoy myself. I wanted to come here and look. I love America. I love Vegas. I love New York, probably a bit more also. And the food's always great out here, so I didn't really want to starve myself, otherwise my little lip would have quivered, so... Yeah. Treat yourself, Bobby. That's what it's all about. That's what life's all about.
What's been your guilty pleasure while you've been here?
Guilty pleasure. It's got to be food. I've ate like a Trojan. I reckon, yeah. I've spent a week here and I've probably put a stone on. All that hard work for all them weeks or months, you know, that's gone. But look, you got to enjoy yourself. You come here once a year. I'd love to see it come out more, and maybe in the future that's possible. I think that'd be great, because look, everything's so great. I would say that everything's extravagant. It's great, and I enjoy it. So. Yeah, so for me, I'd like a little bit more, but I don't think it's going to do my calorie count any good at the minute.
I think you were probably more meaning restaurant-wise, weren't you?
Yes.
So
Restaurant?
What was the place you went Tuesday with?
Gary?
Yeah.
I cost him a bomb, I know.
It was quite good, wasn't it?
Oh, the
Was it Wednesday?
STK. STK. We went to
There
the
you go.
steakhouse.
Yeah.
Sorry, but
No,
that
no,
was
it's fine.
mint. I did. Funny enough, yeah, like I always do, I end up in the wrong postcode most of the times in my life. And I got an Uber to an STK, but I didn't realise that you have 3 here, and I ended up in the wrong one. I actually arrived 45 minutes a bit late, so yeah, but honey, I can do that, and yeah, it was well worth the wait anyway. Don't worry.
Love it. Well, congratulations, Rob.
Thank you.